Hello and welcome to Weird Christianity, where two friends share two facts over one lunchtime. Brought to you by YMCA Exeter. And around the table today, we have...
Chris, hello, nice to see everyone. Well, not see you, speak to you.
Is less nice for me, but that's fine. I'm across from you. Go cry. Banter. And I am Jeremy. And without further fuss, let's have fact number one from you, Chris, because I've been rude to you. So go ahead.
Well, thank you, sir. Well, my fact is that on most modern fridges, there is a Sabbath or Shabbat setting. Did you know that?
What? Sorry, hang on. There is... You lost me there. Okay. So there is a setting to... for my fridge anyway, to regulate the temperature for the fridge and the freezer.
Yeah.
But what does Sabbath do? Is like he's taking a break. What does he do?
No, exactly. So in biblical times, you've got kind of strict laws on what is work, how you would work, what you could do, what you couldn't do, and the idea is that on Sabbath or Shabbat, you're supposed to rest. And sometimes, depending on your interpretation or the rabbi or teacher, he would interpret how that would look like. So for some people, that would mean you couldn't create fire or an open flame or complete an electrical circuit. That would be classed as work. You couldn't do that. So how do you adhere to that if you're someone who's strict? How do you adhere to that with modern appliances?
So let's go back a second. So it's in the Jewish tradition, and it's only specific groups of Jewish people that
yes, that's right.
have to adhere by that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
But how does it work? Does it just kind of surely it's just kind of switching it off at the socket over the Friday, Saturday moment? Surely that would do.
Some do that, but then I guess, what if you forgot to turn it back on again? And, I imagine, we have residents here. And remember we had electric meters and they would trip, and there'd be times where we're like, okay, so all that food in the fridge, freezer is now destroyed.
Gone.
So what if, and I like this, it's like, how can we make sure that we adhere to the Sabbath, but at the same time, what if we accidentally forgot or whatever, we can incorporate it. So Shabbat mode, what it would do is it would, the little internal light in a fridge when you open the door and close it, so that won't come on. So good luck finding something in the dark. But then why would you be up in the dark on Shabbat looking for food anyway? But it would stop that, so it wouldn't complete that electrical
midnight
circuit.
snack. I mean, if you can't complete an electric circuit, sure, your house is entirely in darkness,
I know,
isn't it?
right? So you're literally just unless you've got a rope that leads you to your fridge freezer. The digital displays, again, they would either be dimmed or turned off. Defrost cycles, they delay the automatic defrost cycle on there.
So of course, the laws of Shabbat, rest on the seventh day and all this kind of thing, because God rested, that's where it comes from. So all that is written in the Bible. That is something that as Christian we have taken on.
Yeah.
But the fridge thing's not in the Bible.
No, absolutely. So it's
because fridges not been invented.
No.
When those laws came up.
But I mean, this, it'll be something that I imagine we'll find out for other facts in other times. Just, obviously, the Bible as we have it is a record of very old manuscripts and information. And some stuff, a lot of stuff is still relevant for today. But as, many theologians will know, it does need a modern interpretation. How do we look at that?
In all fairness, what I've looked at when you send me your fridge facts is it's fridges, the origin of fridges. I mean, it's just
really?
So I went on the website, and what I love is that website not very good with percentage, because first fact, nearly 100% of Americans have a refrigerator. Well, that's great. But if it's nearly, it's not quite, is it? It's just like they could have used like 99%, 99.9. There is such things as numbers before hundreds.
Yeah.
But hey.
But nearly 100 sounds better than 99.9%.
Yeah, it does. It does. I mean, just like I'm sure. That's a bit weird. But anyway, so nearly 100% of Americans have a refrigerator compared to the 80% in 1956. So by 1956, 80% of America had a fridge. That's amazing. That's incredible. Knowing that they came around the 1920s.
So wow, that's like nearly 30 odd years.
Yeah, it's just like that. That's very quick. It changed history as we know it. Fridges, very, very important.
Yeah, absolutely.
I believe that the fridge and the radiators are the reason why we don't talk anymore. Because radiators in rooms are people say it's TV. I don't believe TV. TV has brought us back together in one room.
Yeah.
But before the radiator, you had a fireplace.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And people were around the fireplace because it's the only warm place.
Ah.
But the radiator came in each room, and therefore you could spend time in your bedroom because you were still as warm in your bedroom as you would be in the front of the fire.
That makes sense.
So, if you want to get rid of something that separates your family, get rid of your radiators in your house. Yeah. But the fridge, again, massive things. It's just like...
And that's my takeaway. No,
Before fridges, you needed to salt stuff. People were doing a lot of things together in order to keep their food
Wasn't there
fresh.
like a place in a cellar, and it could get so cold that if you wanted to freeze something, they'd throw some water in there, and then the floor would freeze.
So it would be some places in rich areas. It's just like if you go to Killington National Trust, they have a pit where they used to put ice in it.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
So some rich people would buy a massive chunk of ice and then ship it from North Pole.
I was about to say Iceland, but that's too on the road. And I don't think it's green. It's not ice.
Yeah, it's not made of ice. Iceland is not made of ice.
It's like the two countries should change names.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not there in name picking, but just like... Anyway, boats would go.
Yeah.
Massive chunk of an iceberg, put it on a boat, float it, hoping it wouldn't melt too much, and then someone would buy a chunk of it and put it in their grotto or whatever.
Global warming. So have people actually checked how big the icebergs were before they started doing this? It's like, actually,
So we just kind of unraveled the entire theory about global warming. It's not global warming, guys, that the iceberg have reduced.
Still chopping up the icebergs. That's what it is. And selling it to rich people.
Yeah, rich people who don't have a fridge.
So get a fridge,
The 0.111% in America that do not have a fridge, they buy iceberg. Iceberg ice.
Yeah.
That's it.
So, basically, to be greener, get a fridge. So chopping up,
But what I didn't know, and what is very fascinating, Einstein made a patent in about fridge. So he's literally the fridge that we have now.
Yeah.
It's partly created by Einstein.
No way. He just keeps coming back.
The guy keeps coming back. He's just like tongue out guy. He's just like, because previously they were leaking out toxin. So
minor issue.
Minor issue. People would die.
Global warming. Hold on. Wasn't there an ozone issue?
Oh, the ozone layer is growing back. So we have the actually this is amazing. As a world, we have worked so well together to reduce the ozone hole that now it's coming back together. Yeah. So that is just kind of giving hope that global warming can be reduced. But talking about global warming and hot air coming out of, hot air coming out of our mouth, then we need to move on to fact number 2.
We do indeed. So, sorry, I probably brought it up because I'm hungry, but modern fridges, have a Shabbat setting.
And fact number 2 is, you will feel even hungrier after this. And keeping on the theme of lunch, Jewish people cannot eat lasagna.
No, that's like my favourite pasta bake. When I ever ask residents that we work with, clients that we work with, they're like, it's one of the most favourite easy. So you're telling me that lasagna, no, can't have. Why can't you have it? It's something. It must be to do with dietary requirements, right?
It is something to do with dietary requirement.
Yeah.
So Jewish people have dietary requirements. Quite a lot of religions have dietary requirements. It comes from one expression in the Bible, which says, "A man shall not eat a kid in his mother's milk." In his brother's milk? His brother's milk. No. In his mother's milk.
Yeah.
So as a result, lasagna, which white sauce, milk, and meat cannot be brought together in case we are drinking. We are eating the milk with the mother.
Yeah. So here's the thing: could they, for example, have a different milk with a different meat? So, for example, like pork meat with cow's milk.
Those are questions that I ask myself.
Yeah.
I am not a rabbi, so
but
can't really.
You are.
Yeah.
Please let me.
I believe that almond milk probably is okay with some kind of meat.
Hold on. So cheeseburgers, right? That can't happen.
Yeah, no cheese with a burger. No cheese with a burger. But I was always a bit confused. Hamburger, there is no ham.
But oh my word, like you could almost double down on that because you could add bacon to your cheeseburger as well, and they can't eat pork either.
I don't think that's a problem for them.
Well, I know, but it's just you're almost just kind of how do I keep this person? I tell you what, cheeseburger. No, do you know what? Throw bacon on it as well. Just oh man.
Yeah. So quite a lot of stuff that have cheese and meat together. Milk and meat together can't be eaten. So it's just like that. That is quite an amazing thing to do.
Lasagna, man. That's just I just really love it. It's just such a simple dish. But I wouldn't have thought everyone I know at least knows how to make lasagna. Could make a lasagna. Such a thing that we all make, and it's no, sorry. Can't, it's amazing, isn't it?
Well, there are quite a lot of religions that do have different food requirements.
Yeah.
I remember being brought up in France.
Yeah.
You could not eat meat on a Friday.
Why a Friday? That's an interesting one. It was just a thing?
It was just a thing. So Friday, no meat.
Yeah.
Fish Sunday. And
Fish Friday.
Fish Friday.
Yeah. Take it.
Thank you for that. In France, it's called vendredi, so nothing to do with the pho. It's poisson and vendredi, nothing. No, nothing. So fish was a big thing for us. The thing is, in France, religion and government totally separated. You can't teach religion at school. Yeah. However, strict Catholic cook at the school meant that we could not have meat.
That's amazing. It's just okay, but
this
isn't happening. Okay.
It's literally I know I shouldn't mix religion, and I'm not mixing religion, but no meat on flipping Friday.
I stand by this.
I stand by this. Do you go to church? No, but no meat on Friday.
I can just imagine.
So there are food restrictions for different religions.
Yeah.
I looked at some other religion, and I found that in Rastafarianism, no tin food.
No tin food. Wow.
So those beautifully tasty tin fruits.
Yeah.
Pear. No.
Oh no, you're kidding me! My kids absolutely love it. Just any kind of those tin things. Just
man, just what I didn't realize is the juice of those fruits. Yeah. Not to maybe the juice of that fruit. It's usually pineapple juice. Mm-hmm. I was allergic to pineapple for a very long time. So imagine can I have some pear? Yeah, I've got a tin pear. Yeah, I'll have that. It's pear. I mean, just can't go wrong with that. And I would have my entire mouth flaring up.
It's nothing about your cooking. Honestly, I love pears. Yeah,
I love it. I don't understand. I'm not allergic to pears.
Yeah.
Surely there is no pineapple in this, is there?
Oh, wow.
But of course, as anyone, I've grown to actually look at what the content of the tin is because of my allergies. Mm. But it's just literally before that, I didn't. Who reads a tin? Mm. What's the content of a tin? Oh yeah. Yeah, sausage and beans. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. What else is in there? I don't know, sausage and beans.
Yeah.
What is a sausage made of?
Yeah.
I don't know, sausages?
Don't ask me what British sausage is made of. Yeah, it's just like, you don't want to know. Yeah. It's, we're hoping it's meat in there. But
It's just like, surely it's meat of some kind.
I mean, food in itself, sorry we're on this topic of food, but, it's lunchtime. But, like, I always think, like, how are the best recipes passed down? And I kind of just imagine, like, especially in England, it's like, what happened to Jeff? He tried some of those berries. Right, okay, and he's dead? Yeah, cool, so we won't have those berries anymore. What about this? Oh, that tastes really nice. Yeah, okay. And like, I just wonder how we, eventually came up and have just amazing food. Well, I say English has an amazing cuisine.
You are talking about we got such an amazing cuisine.
It's just like bland.
You're talking to a French guy.
I know,
you know what I mean?
Michelin star. Yeah, but yeah, exactly.
Michelin stars. An interesting thing. So Michelin. Yeah. You know those? So there is a Michelin Man entirely white.
Yeah.
It's because rubber, which the tires are made of, came out white. That was the color of rubber.
No way.
It was white. It's only later on that it became black because they added some additive to it to make it stronger. Yeah. But it was white. At the beginning, all tires were white. So when you see an old-fashioned cars with white tire around, that is the real color of the rubber. But what is interesting, the star. So Michelin created the 3 stars to encourage people to use their car more so that they would wear out their tire more.
It's a ruse.
It was a ruse. Yeah. 1 star meant it's just like,
isn't it like exceptional in its field?
No. It's not about exceptionally good food. Yeah. It's all about traveling there. So it's one is if you're there, stop there. It's a good restaurant. 2 is it's worth a detour. Yeah. It's just like if you pass by the region, just kind of make sure you go there. But 3 star is worth making a weekend out of it type situation. Wow, okay. Is worth going there only for that food. And they were only the 3 stars it was. And it was to encourage people. So at the beginning, I probably would have cooked like an English breakfast. I would have asked 3 stars if it was if it was next to a motorway, because it was encouraging people to go like fast.
Work a weekend, definitely.
It's just like go there from the north of France to the south for this greasy breakfast.
Worth a special trip.
But now it's like recognized and just kind of really important. But it started for that. It was starting to wearing out. Rubber, but that's an aside. So what I've looked at is in different religion, I've looked at different things that is forbidden. Which and I found Zoroastrianism.
Sorry, say that again. What did you find?
Zoroastrianism.
Okay.
And Zoroastrianism, it's a Persian religion. It's one of the oldest religion in the world. Yeah. Not that well known, but one of the oldest religion in the world.
I didn't know.
Yeah. No, that's fine. But it is forbidden by Zoroastrian, practically the people who practice Zoroastrianism.
They can't say that's right.
Yeah, no, it is. Wow, it is still a religion. Right, it is a religion now.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Wearing eyeglasses.
Okay.
Long cloaks, trousers, hat, boots, socks, winding their turbans tightly and neatly, carrying watches or rings.
Well, most of that means our producer Andy Mackay can't just do any of that.
Well,
so yeah.
Well, I think the turban on his head. He could wear a neatly folded turban. That's
you could do that if you wanted to.
That is probably what he would go for, because I'm not sure he can tie the turban in any way, shape, or form.
The best thing about this is you won't know what Andy Mackay looks like. So I'm hoping like part of what we can do is add to the mythology.
Has like 50 rings on his finger. He's like proper gangster.
A massive chain around his neck. Anti-can't speak either.
And he has the long cloak of the Matrix.
Yeah. Oh, I was going to go Voldemort, but
Voldemort.
But no, we'll go Neo.
We'll go with that. But I think it is you went for wearing eyeglasses, don't you?
Yes.
Because he's got nothing else.
Nothing else. Yeah. Exactly.
He may have a watch. He has a wedding ring and a watch. He's not massively jewelry guy.
You've been in a meeting with me before, so you picked up on one fact, Chris, and just ran. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. But yeah, so well, that just that's an amazing fact. But just really disappointed about the lasagna thing. But hey ho.
Well, it's a good thing you can eat lasagna. There is nothing more about unity eating
yeah.
lasagna, and there are some amazing recipes out there.
Yeah.
Of course, not British.
Of course
Go for his
British.
Italian website if you want good lasagna.
Yeah, exactly.
But in any case, enjoy your meal if you're eating lasagna.
Yeah.
Lasagnas are great, but yeah, it's forbidden in Jewish tradition to eat lasagna. And that was my fact for today.
Awesome.
So before we go, I need to say that you can find us on Instagram at the at symbol, Weird Christianity, or Wedixninity, whatever that is called, on X/Twitter.
Yeah. X, previously known as Twitter, is actually its full name.
They have decided to call it.
Colloquially, because they're saying, no, it's X, it's only known as X, but everyone else calls it X, previously known as Twitter.
Okay, so Weird Xtinity on Twitter, and at Weird Christianity Pod on Facebook /Y/Z/ABCD. Yeah. Not sure. Previously known as Facebook. Please don't forget to subscribe on your favorite podcast provider. And don't forget, you can find out more about YMCA Exeter, this wonderful organization we work for, at ymcaexeter.org.uk, or find us on social media at YMCA Exeter. Thank you so much for listening. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thanks, guys.